Hey there friends, this is Carrie with Any Day Blessings, and on this channel it's all about the homeschool adventure. I share with you how we plan our year and schedule it out and where we store all our material. I show you hauls and flip-throughs and reviews and day in the life type style things here. Show you how we do the lessons so you can see how materials are used in our home to get an idea of what it could like in your home. If that interests you and you would like to follow us along here, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit the like so I know that this is the content you are coming to YouTube to see. Now in today's video, I am going to share with you how we're putting a little fun in homeschool. Now I think that the things that we've chose, the curriculum that we've selected, I think it is fun. That's part of the reason why I chose it. But every now and again, you just need a little variety. You need to change things up to keep everyone engaged, to just sometimes breathe a little life back into your week. And there is one place that I go to for that kind of help, because the people at Timberdoodle have done all the hard work for me at searching all the different, whoops, dropped the catalog. They've done all the hard work of searching for wonderful learning games, hands-on activities, wonderful art resources, STEM resources, all of that. They find really, really neat books that teach history and science, and I love to just mix those things in when my kids aren't expecting it and bring a little variety into our school week. So I have done this before. I've done a fun schooling haul before with Timberdoodle. I will leave that link below, because many of the things that we got from Timberdoodle last year, we will be using this year as well. They will still make their way in our day, and we will still be using those throughout the week to bring some fun into our lesson time. The main reason one of the main criteria that I use when deciding what stuff to get from Timberdoodle is how it applies to current years and future years lessons. So I don't just pick things that I necessarily think my kids will just like in general. I pick something that I think will go along well with our lessons and that my kids will like doing. So it's kind of like a double benefit. You know, I'm able to bring it in for lesson time, but also it brings fun in for my kids. So that's how I pick out the things that I've chosen from Timberdoodle this year and in years past. So I'm going to leave a link below to all these products that I'm going to show you, and I will also leave a general just Timberdoodle searching link in case you just want to go to their website and just start searching for all the fun things that they have there. You can search by grade level and by topic that you're studying, or by subject, school subject. You could really just start searching for whatever you want, and you will come up with some really great finds. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you about are some things that Timberdoodle has sent or is sending me, and I agreed to review those as part of the Timberdoodle blog team in exchange for a review. And so they're going to be sending me something, and they've already sent me something that I've already reviewed, and I will put that review down below. But I agree to review products that we will use in that school year. So I have had the opportunity to review many things that I've just not signed up to review, because I know that that doesn't really fit with what we're doing in our homeschool year, and I don't want to just try and throw random things in that don't really go along with what we're already learning, because that's just added time, you guys, right? That's just trying to fit more things in, and I'm not trying to fit more things in. I'm trying to keep it really simple. So if I review a product from Timberdoodle, or any company for that matter, I make sure that it fits in with our already planned out ideas for the year, and these things do. So that is just a little bit about what you'll see, and a little explanation about my role on the Timberdoodle blog team. Now, the links below that I've mentioned to you, those are tracking links. They're not truly affiliate links, because I do not receive any commission or anything like that. However, it does let Timberdoodle know that I sent you to them, and that is some information that they kind of keep track of when they're deciding who gets to review and share new things. So I would encourage you, if you like coming to this channel for new and fun things, that you do check out the links below if you intend to purchase any of these items, because they will know that I sent you, and then they will let me share more things with you. Okay, so let's talk about the things I don't have with me first. I don't have with me the Tenzi game. I've already done a full video on that. I will link it below, but Timberdoodle did send me that earlier this summer to review, and we are going to use that for a math break. I wrote a whole blog post about it. I'll put that down below too. And Tenzi is going to be just a math break for us. It's going back to some very basic math skills like odds and evens and addition and subtraction and patterns and multiplication and division, things like that. So it's really taking us back to just some basic facts of math if we're getting a little overloaded with some new math concepts. It's also a way that we can bring my little 5-year-old into some fun learning games, because we're able to adapt the Tenzi games to her level. So that really makes it a family game for us. So that's the very first Timberdoodle fun thing that we will roll into our year this year, the Tenzi dice game. The second thing we're going to roll in, it's not here yet, so I'm just going to show you a picture in the catalog. Timberdoodle is sending me Doodle, Washington, D.C., and the reason I agreed to go ahead and review that this year, it's right there, the reason I agreed to do that is because we're studying American civics this year, all about the presidency and the nation's capital and Congress and laws and the symbols of America, all of that. So Doodle, Washington, D.C. is going to be a great fun add-on to our homeschool day, where we get to draw the flags on Embassy Row, and we get to draw some flowers in the National Botanical Gardens, and we get to do some finish the drawings, I believe I saw in the book, in the samples, where we get to finish some of the monuments. Like if you've seen those symmetry drawings where half of the picture is completed and you have to complete the other half. Simple things like that. This is part of the Timberdoodle 2nd grade kit, so I know that my son will be able to do it. He's going into 4th grade, and it's only a little bit older than my daughter, so I'm hoping that my little kindergartner can join in with that as well. But I will, of course, do a full review for you on that and let you know how that plays out. But that is going in our fun schooling little list of how do I want to say? I won't say weapons. That sounds bad. But just, little tools in my toolbox. Let's call it that. These are my little fun tools in the toolbox to inspire a little variety and a little, just encourage a little, what's the word? Rejuvenate. That's the word. To rejuvenate the desire to learn and refocus on our studies. So Doodle, Washington, D.C., one thing we're bringing in this year, and Tenzi dice game is the other thing. Now, the other 3 things, I gotta kind of be quiet, guys, because my kids have not seen these. These are going to be our first day of school gifts to my kids. I do that every year, and it's usually something from Timberdoodle. And these are things I'll give them on the first day of school with our homemade donuts and some of their favorite treats. So I really do, butter them up good for that first week of school. And so this year I purchased from Timberdoodle 100 Things to Know About the Human Body. It's actually an Usborne book. And this is typical Usborne style with the little chunks of information spread throughout, bright, colorful illustrations, super fun. And this has like fun facts. This has like trivia and that sort of thing, which my kids love. They love going around saying, Mom, did you know such and such? And did you know this is the world record of that? And did you know? And this book just seemed perfect to go along with our study of life science. We won't actually get to the human body till the final third of our year, but this will be perfect to bring in a little fun, because by the time we get to that part of the year, we need it. We need some variety. We need some new things. Next thing up from Timberdoodle to go along in our fun toolbox is a scratch art set. This one is called Lush Nature. And I looked, let me see if it can show you here. It can show you, this is what it starts off looking like, and then your child follows directions. It's not just to scratch the whole picture off like some of those activity packs have. This actually you have to follow directions and only scratch off the sections that you're told to scratch off. And it has that leopard. Oh, here, it shows you right here. It has a leopard, a giraffe, a tiger, and an elephant. And I thought this would be fun to do while I'm reading some of our animal lessons when we get to biology, the biology unit about animals. So my son can sit and listen to me read about perhaps these different animals and do his little scratch art. So I thought this was a fun way to infuse a little fun. And then this one is for my daughter. This is for my little kindergartner, Lion in My Way. And this is a book. This is a game. I'm looking to see 25 path cards and 100 tool cards. And it's all about getting past the maze. I'm reading the back here. You're trying to get home, and there's all these different things in your way, all these different problems you have to solve. I really don't know much about this game, you guys, but the description, it says a game of imaginative problem solving. It just sounded like my daughter would love this. And the real reason that I picked this particular game is because every time my daughter tells a fairy tale, that creates her own story, there's always a line in there. And then there was a great big lion. That's in almost all of her stories. A great big lion appears in her imaginative storytelling. And so I thought, that just sounds like her, and I don't know much about the game, but I will be sharing more about it here with you in time and let you know what it's about and how we liked it. So that is what I got from Timberdoodle. Those 5 new things from this year, plus all the things that I purchased last year. Those are going to be just some fun tools in my Homeschool Mama toolbox to keep the year from being a burden, getting the same old feeling from, losing my kids off to, boredom or something like that. This just really helps bring in some variety, and I'm thankful, very thankful for the folks at Timberdoodle that find these great resources in places I would never even look, and they just put them all right there, and I just have to go to their website and type in, kindergarten or type in science, and all these things come up, and I can pick and choose what makes sense for my family for that school year. So I would be happy to give you some suggestions or recommendations for things that we've used from Timberdoodle. If you would like, you can leave that down in the comments below. Please do check out the links that I leave in the description, and I look forward to catching up with you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.